I'm Danielle Hale, Chief Economist at Realtor.com, and here's what you need to know about the economy and housing market this week. In the slew of housing data out, there were some bright spots. First, existing home sales climbed in October to 3.96 million and grew on a year-over-year basis for the first time since July 2021. The median price of homes sold climbed, and inventory also grew, keeping the market in roughly balanced territory despite the uptick in sales. At a regional level, Realtor.com data show that the inventory recovery has been strongest in the South and West, which is exactly where home sales grew the most in the past year, and prices notched the smallest gains. To really drive inventory improvement, we need to see more home building. Fortunately, we saw an uptick in homebuilder optimism, which bodes well for the months ahead. Construction in October was more mixed, with permits little changed in the month but down for the year, driven by a decline in high-density multifamily permits. And we saw similar trends in housing starts on a year-to-date basis. For the housing market, mortgage rates matter, and this week's data was not the most housing-friendly. Mortgage rates climbed to 6.84%, and I expect them to be a headwind for home sales in early 2025. In fact, although mortgage applications for home purchases rose 2% in the week, they were down 1% below year-ago level, their first yearly decline in 9 weeks. The prior 8 weeks of yearly gains had been the first such improvement since May 2021 and foreshadowed the existing home sales bump. From an inventory perspective, weekly housing data from Realtor.com show that homes for sale continued to climb and momentum improved for new sellers, while listing prices slipped somewhat. Notably, time on market was 10 days longer than a year ago, the biggest slowdown since July 2023. Finally, in a recent post-election survey, Realtor.com found that while the majority of consumers don't see the outcome of the election changing their home buying plans, there were differences on the margins, with 1 in 5 Republicans saying they were now more likely to buy a home, and 1 in 4 Democrats saying they were less likely to do so. More men said they were now more likely to buy a home than women, and Gen Zers were more likely to say that the election would affect their buying decisions, with 45% saying it would make them either more or less likely to buy a home. You'll find all the details, including full reports and our housing data for download, at Realtor.com/research. You can also follow us on X, formerly Twitter, for real-time updates, and Instagram for graphics.